What up, Naughty Steppers? It's Connor Whitmore here again with another review for you on the Nawtystep channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the new EP from Midnight Tyrannosaurus, released on Good Vibrations, Mutation. Here we have the latest multi-track project from Jason Figlioli, aka Midnight T, who has emerged over the last few years as one of the most trusted producers in dubstep. By trusted, I mean we've pretty much always known exactly what we're gonna get with him. Eerie introductions, imagistic vocal samples, scratchy, dark, animated dubstep, a style I can't say I've ever fully warmed to barring the odd track, and which I found he's seriously worn out as he's got bigger. However, his self-released EP from last year, The Underworld, saw him go down much deeper, creepier avenues, with the essence of Midnight T, just a much earthier version, placing as one of my favourites of 2018. And so going into Mutation, I just wondered what approach he would take across the three tunes, especially with it being on Good Vibrations, a recently formed label, but not exactly known for hosting the darkest dubstep around. Also because he said this project would showcase a true evolution and mutation of his sound in owing to its title. But would I call this EP a development on his usual style? In parts, I suppose, yeah. Mutation definitely shows Midnight T trying out new productive techniques and sounds, but a lot of it is still very classic of him, to the extent that I don't find my general opinion on his music changing all that much. He's still got the vocal samples on lock. There are brilliant ones in all three tracks here. The first one in the opener and title track is great for setting the tone, establishing it as a Midnight T EP from the very off. I appreciate the animal wordplay in the second track, Banana Planet, especially when it says, "Are you fucking nuts?" I see what you did there, Jason. You know, cause monkeys eat bananas and nuts. Then in the closer, Sticks, the most impactful sample hangs the track on a knife edge and suits the uncertain feel of it really well.
Life sometimes goes like you don't expect it to.
So yeah, once again, he gets the vocal sample usage more than on point. It's the heaviness that falls short for me. There are several good moments on show across all three tracks, but more than enough also to detract from them. In the title track, as weird as this may sound, I find the dubstep is too loud in the two main drops. Really quite glaring, definitely a bit of EQing needed to bring the volume down on those sounds. Luckily, there are better sections here. The riveting progressions that wind this way and that are great and really pick the track up. But overall, the EP doesn't get off to the best start dubstep-wise. It's just a bit too much. And I can say the same for Banana Planet in all honesty, a lot of which is quite scratchy and hard on the ear. Again, the main drops aren't particularly pleasant, without depth, and mostly just a bit messy. But this track also showcases the EP's best sounds, many stabs of different kinds on offer, my favourites being these devilish, acidic ones. There are also these pretty awesome descending swipes. Yeah, all of these moments give the track and the EP overall its biggest appeal, I think. The heaviest moments in the final song, Sticks, are quite brief, what with the track only being 2 minutes long, but are welcomed within the context of the EP, with Midnight T returning to the deep style that makes up the Underworld project. That's not to say, however, that that style works here per se, an interesting combination of sounds that isn't that refined at all. The main synths deployed here are far too at the forefront. It would have been great if these sections were a lot more subtle. It just doesn't fit the atmosphere established at the start, and that's before I touch on the musical direction that it goes in. Yeah, so do you kind of see what I mean now? For me, those sounds are way too at the forefront. It's just surprising to hear because he did that style so well on the Underworld that I'm wondering what his intentions were exactly for this track. Must say though, the sub bass running through it is absolutely lovely. The introductions, I'd say, are something that really work across the board here. You have the classically eerie, chamber-like openings of tracks 1 and 3, and then the primal, tribal opening of Banana Planet, which is very engaging, with a load of monkey noises appropriately dropped in. So yeah, overall, Mutation definitely has a few very good moments, but no whole tracks that I'll keep going back to, I wouldn't say. The dubstep I find to be more accessible than usual for him, but it still goes hard on the glaring, white noise delivery. Present to a level that it almost completely distracts from the better moments here, in my opinion. There is variety sonically, there's no doubt about that, but it's the combination of these sounds that's off. On another note, there are several moments where the percussion is perfectly executed, the builds in Banana Planet for example, but there are others moreover where the percussion is quite weak and doesn't set the best foundations for its respective track, snares in particular. A small point, but unfortunately an important one, in giving the music that well-rounded, polished feel. I can definitely appreciate that he's changed things up slightly stylistically. His production has been freshened up somewhat, but I find myself encountering similar issues to before, things that I can't see myself getting fully into anytime soon. Now, in terms of my favourite on the EP, then I think I would have to go with Banana Planet. It's got the most attention-grabbing good moments for me, both in terms of vocal samples and dubstep. And in terms of recommendations, if you enjoyed the EP, then I would just look at past Midnight T's stuff. Think he's quite unique, to be honest, and this EP weirdly encapsulates a lot of what he's done recently. And so there we have it, guys, for my thoughts on the new Midnight Tyrannosaurus EP, Mutation. What did you guys make of it? Do you have a favourite track of the three? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review, then be sure to give it a big old thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell along the way, social media accounts in the description box down below, other dubstep related videos on the channel if you are looking for some are linked right here, and lastly, if it's naughty, then you know, guys, so be sure, as always, to keep it naughty and stay safe. And I shall see all of you legends in the next one. Peace out.